that I've ever done. Um, Shout out Kayla Lynch,
Great name.
my freshman crush. I was in academic physical science. I wasn't smart enough to be in honors physical science where you got to do the fun.
Dude, I wasn't in honors physical science, but we just called it physical science so they didn't feel dumb.
Yeah, so you didn't feel bad, yeah. Because like I wasn't able to do the Rube Goldberg projects that were like so much fun because I was too dumb. But I'm sitting in class and I'm just it's a new year. I'm a freshman. I'm ready to take the world by storm.
Mm-hmm.
Last year I was in Pittsburgh, so like it's kind of like I'm a new student in a way. The only thing was I thought it was hot shit when I looked like Harry Potter in the first 3 films.
I would go first two.
First 2, yeah. Not even Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, I'd say first 2. With like an even worse haircut than Harry Potter's.
Yeah, you're just like matted down.
It was like just matted down. Like you like took some some water and just like flattened it over my head.
Because you haven't showered in like 4 days.
Exactly. Yeah. I was wearing like the same clothes. Like I didn't know I had to change clothes, so I would just like wear the same stuff and I'm sitting there and all of a sudden this new girl comes in and I'm sitting there and I'm like, the new girl. She wasn't around back in middle school when she doesn't know me. This is a blank slate. She doesn't know how fucked up I am. So, I turn around and I'm like, hey, where are you from? She's like, Michigan. That's cool. My name's Jake, what's yours? She's like, Kayla. Well, that's cool. And that was it. A few weeks later, I found out I actually dropped out of honors geometry because that was too hard for me, and I go into algebra.
Man, you just dropped out of the whole geometry.
The whole geometry. I was like talking to my counselor, and I was like, "Is there like a regular geometry I could take?" And she was like, "I think it's best if you just go down."
Oh my god, that's so mean.
I know, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just take algebra then. So I dropped down into algebra, and guess who else is in algebra? My girl, Kayla Lynch. And I just started making a complete fool out of myself, like trying to go out of my way to talk to her. And this girl was obviously uninterested, but my freshman, blinds were on.
So you're just like, anything she does, it's because she likes me.
It's because she likes me, yeah.
Because she wants
It's because she wants me. And I was imagining all of those like romantic comedies where like, the guy does something crazy and unpredictable and the girl sees this as like
kills all the other options.
Yes.
And he's like, well, no one's
There's
left.
no one left
me.
but me, so you have to choose me, right? Exactly. Like in my head I was thinking like, what if I broke both of my legs? And then like she would feel bad for me. And then maybe, she would like me then.
Did you break both your legs?
No, I didn't break both my legs. But I was in the middle of science class, and I was talking to my buddy, Chris.
Oh, shit.
Shout out Chris Radko.
Yeah, Chris.
And I was really liking this girl. I thought in my head, like, maybe she liked me too, I'm a pretty dope guy. And I was talking to Chris about Worms Battlegrounds. A fucking great game mode.
Worms is fucking slaps,
It's
dude.
so good.
I love Worms. Is it on the Xbox, by the way?
It is on the Xbox.
We gotta get it.
We gotta get it.
We're gonna play it.
We're gonna play it. Oh, for sure.
Okay, I'm holding you to that.
Oh, I'm holding myself to that. That's like one of my favorite games ever.
Do you want to play Worms after this?
Yes, for
Okay.
sure. For sure.
Story.
All right, so I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to Chris. We're over in the lab area, and I'm like, yo, man, you gotta get Worms Battlegrounds. This game is amazing. And he's like, no. I'm like, why not? He's like, it's like $15. Like, I don't want to spend $15 on this stupid ass game. I'm like, what are you talking? Dude, this game is so fucking good. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. What if I ask out Kayla Lynch? Would you buy Worms Battlegrounds? And he's like, fuck yeah, dude, sure. That'd be funny as fuck. Because Chris knows how much I like this girl. And I've been like talking about her nonstop. He's like, dude, you just gotta go for it. And I'm like, all right, I'll go for it. But you gotta get Worms Battlegrounds. He's like, all right. Now, I'm not saying that I did it solely because of Women's Battlegrounds. No, I totally wanted Kayla Litch to say yes, but I needed the extra motivation because I was scared shitless. So I needed that extra boost. Like, hey, even if she rejects me, at least I'll be able to like repress my feelings into worms.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sitting there, and my teacher, Mrs. Franklin, shout out Mrs. Franklin, says, "All right, guys, go to your lab tables." So we all get up from our seats, and I turn around and I'm like, "Kayla," and my face starts turning red, like one of those like nasty, unattractive, sweaty, you know, like a pimple reds.
Gross.
And she's sitting there. She's like, "Yeah," because she knows what I'm gonna say. She already knows. She's been catching on to this for a while now. And I'm like, "You want to go out with me?" In the middle of fucking class, middle of class, all the kids are standing there watching this go down. The
No
teacher is trying her hardest to pretend like she's not paying attention to this, but it's hard not to because I'm standing in the middle of the fucking room asking this girl out, and she's like, "Oh my god, no, he didn't."
Yeah, you did though.
But I did. And then she turns to her friend. She turns to her friend, and the friend starts laughing.
Jesus, that's brutal, man.
And then she starts laughing. And she's like, "I don't think my parents would let me in a relationship."
Oh fuck.
And I was standing there, and I'm like, "Well, that's okay. Thank you. Thanks anyway." And I scurry off to the lab table with Chris, and I just put my hood up, and I'm like, "That didn't go well." And he's like, "What'd you say?" He's like, "I no."
He's like, whatever, bro. Worms
He's
Battlegrounds
like,
tonight,
wait,
baby.
that's what he said. He's like, "That's right, man. I'll get Worms Battlegrounds." It's like, yes, hell yeah.
It's still one, kinda.
I still kind of won. So shout out Chris for holding your word. You could have easily been like, "No, fuck that. I'm not getting Worms. That was fucking stupid." Like, no, you got rejected. You're weird. Get out of here. I'm no longer friends with you. But that didn't happen. So shout out Chris.
That's fucking tight.
Yeah. So welcome back to the Sound of Ice podcast. This might be the last one for a while. We might do one next week, but probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Well, Thursday, we might be able to.
We might be able to.
Depending on how we feel
Yeah.
after the media exam and if we just want to go home.
Yeah, go in and like just crank one out.
Yeah, I'm going home like after on Thursday sometime.
Oh yeah, me too.
I need to get out of here.
Oh yeah, same. I'm going crazy, man. I'm going insane over here. Like I guarantee if I have to stay here for like another week after finals, I might get myself an underage. Not out of just idiocy, because I think I might actually go insane. And I'll do something so fucking stupid it'll look like I'm an alcoholic. The cop will arrest me, take me over to the hospital. They'll see like I have no blood alcohol concentration whatsoever, but I'll still get an underage.
Just because you've lost your mind.
Just because I've literally gone insane.
Like, that's so funny that we're adults and we still can get like arrested for being underage. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, what?
Yo, fix your goddamn laws, America. Come
Fix
on.
your legal system.
Fix your legal system. Am I underage or am I an adult? How does this work?
Straight up, like, why can I consent to fucking at 16? Why can I be an adult at 18? Why can I drink at 21?
Yeah.
And why does my car insurance go down at 25? Make that one fucking age.
You see, I want to bring up the classic, argument. Like, if you're 18 and the government can use you in the war, and you can fight and sacrifice your life at the age of 18, then I should be legally allowed to get fucked up at the age of 18. I'm just saying.
Do you agree with that?
I agree with that.
Fuck yeah, so do I. I couldn't tell where that was going because you're like, I'm going to bring up the classic argument. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a cliche, but I agree with it totally.
No, it makes sense.
Makes sense. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. If I'm able to sign up for the military at the age of 18, I should
If
easily
I'm
be
allowed
able
to sign up to potentially
die. I should be able to kill myself through alcohol by my own choice.
Liver.
And heroin, if I want to. Let's legalize heroin next. Let's just go all the way.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Let's legalize coke.
Nope.
Let's legalize meth,
Nah.
and let's legalize PCP, just for good measure.
No. No to all of those. Disclaimer. No. Just all of those are just gonna stay illegal and be illegal for a long time.
What's the bar? Where do we call as the boundary? Is it shrooms? Do we say shrooms the last drug to legalize after weed?
No, shrooms won't be illegal. Or shrooms, I don't think will be illegal.
You don't think so?
I don't think shrooms, LSD, acid, any of those will be illegal. I think weed will be the
only one.
They're like, we allowed this.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, we were gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
But they're like, we allowed it, and we're like, okay, government,
Okay, sure.
whatever you want to think.
That's cool. It's like this underground deal, I'll give you the weed if you pay taxes. And we're like, oh, well, sure.
Dude,
Sounds like a
fucking
deal.
jack the taxes up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Taxes? That's all we have to do. We don't have to go to jail or anything. Well, fuck yeah, let's do it. But I could see maybe shrooms because it's legal in the Netherlands, so maybe we'll follow suit. I heard that Oregon's supposed to be doing something with shrooms, medicinally. I don't know how the hell that works. I heard Molly is supposed to be a medicinal thing too.
No way.
Yeah, apparently if you have PTSD, if you take Molly, it'll help with your PTSD.
Yeah, I fucking wonder why.
You
You ever seen people on
Yeah.
Molly?
Oh hell yeah!
They're not fucking thinking about anything sad
It's
or
fun,
fucked
dude.
up.
I mean, I've never tried it, but it looks like fun. And the stories I've heard.
I can't even say that it looks like fun. It just looks. You just become a horny beast, and it looks gross. You're all sweaty, and you're like, I want to dance.
Yeah.
And
The
everyone's
music
like-
is amazing.
No, don't.
Yeah,
Go back to being sad.
that's why you have to take it at Coachella or something.
Dropping fucking Molly, just drinking other people's sweat
Yes,
because
exactly, 'cause
you don't
you're
want to take it, but
dehydrated.
you're just like, oh shit.
You need water 24/7 sort of thing. I'm so sorry.
I just like sometimes looking at my levels. My levels are pretty low, but it's okay.
Honestly, I think you sound pretty good. Even my mom, shout out mom. My mom says you sound perfect.
I mean, but the soundboard's so fucked up here. You say something real quick.
Hey, what's up?
Alright, I guess they're both kind of low. Whatever. Just as long as everyone can hear.
Yeah, that's what the key thing is. I definitely don't want to overpower anyone. That's a key thing. I want to make sure that both levels are around equal.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like, mic-wise, it looks like that's the case, where both mics look equal.
Looks like it.
But so long as you're easy to understand and I'm easy to understand, which can easily be fixed in post, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, every other movie ever.
Exactly.
Just fix it in post.
Just fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
That shot didn't go well, the color was off.
CG it.
CG it.
We'll do the whole thing again.
Oh, our actor died? CG. We'll fix it in post.
I mean, come on. Is that really? Do we need actors
Dude,
anymore?
honestly, we don't.
We have CG.
We have CGI.
And we have knowledge of what people look like.
I
Do
think
we
we have a good
need
idea.
actors? Because we could just Photoshop. No, fuck. Just
We
CG
could
really,
just CGI them.
really hot people that don't ever know how to act, and just make them act.
And just
forever.
make them actors like Hatsuno Mitsuki or something like that. The
What?
the hologram singer. You ever see that girl? It's
No.
her name's Hatsuna Mitsuki or something, and she's she's completely holographic, and, animated. Her voice isn't even another person's voice. It's literally like the MIDI or an instrument coded. And then she performs in Japan, and there's just hundreds of thousands of people that will go to these things and
Mhm.
and watch this girl perform, despite the fact that she's literally code.
That's weird as fuck, dude. That's some Blade Runner shit.
That's some Blade Runner
That's some
shit. That's what I'm saying.
2049 weird ass.
But that's why I'm not gonna major as an actor, because
You're gonna be replaced. gross.
You're going to be replaced by either robots that are way better than you, or by CGI.
Or by somebody who's just hotter.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing.
Because there's already people out there that want to fuck robots and animated
Yeah.
characters and shit like that. Like, I'm not weird, but Mrs. Incredible
Oh, she's tight.
slaps, bro.
She's
She's
tight, yeah.
hot. Other than that, fucking, if you're into animated characters, you're weird as shit.
Lola Barbie, shout out.
Fucking CGI Tarkin? Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
So hot.
Yo, that rock guy in Thor Ragnarok, hell yeah.
Korg.
Korg. That's my dude.
Korg's fucking hilarious.
Korg is awesome. I wish he was in more. I wish he was like the key person in Avengers. That would have been awesome.
Fuck Iron Man. Give me Korg.
Korg, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with like the service industry. All the truck drivers and the factory workers will end up being replaced by robots.
I really hope that doesn't happen.
I hope so too, because that makes like a large part of our industry is the service industry.
Yeah,
And if all that's eaten up by robots, rest in peace.
straight up.
So yeah, that's why I'm trying to like do stuff that robots can't replace me with.
Mm-hmm.
Which hopefully they don't learn how to
Be
edit.
smart.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't learn how to edit or direct by the time that I turn 40 or 30.
Like, y'all can't even pass a Turing test. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. If you can't pass a Turing test, robot, then you have no right in directing. You don't know how people act. I know how people act.
Because I am a people.
Because I am a people. So yeah, it's just a matter of time before everything becomes ex machina, and I don't even. It's like, see, people nowadays they're worried like, they shouldn't be worried. I'm sick and tired of certain people like Dave Chappelle, who, they've been blasted because they've done it with people that they didn't even know their gender. That's not the problem. That's not even a problem. The problem is, am I actually fucking a person? Is this a person or is this a robot? I don't even know.
My thing is, if you're so worried about it, stop making it. Stop making shit that's gonna fucking overtake you.
I know.
If it's such an issue, rise up and destroy the corporations that are making these
That's
things.
what I'm saying. Like, Elon Musk is all like, yo, we gotta be worried about the AI. But he's creating like the best fucking car AIs out here. And I'm like, you're gonna kill us. We might die because of you. And then I'm gonna end up fucking a robot. And I'm never gonna live that down.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Ex Machina is like it's like a historical drama.
Like
Like it happened already.
shit. Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've never met anyone from the 1800s, so like. So did they actually happen?
Yeah.
Like museums, really? Come on.
Damn, bro.
CGI
You're right.
factories?
You're right, bro. Yo, dude, honestly, if we could CGI a robot,
CGI fake shit.
then we could
That was real.
probably practically make a CGI robot. I mean, a real robot.
Yeah, just like we can make our own memories, bro.
Dude, yes.
It's about to get too
It's
far.
about to get way up the deep end. It's kind of reminding me of the classic, what are those, like, you ever read creepypastas?
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude,
I actually did. I went through the phase.
I went through that phase too. Chip is a big, I mean, he's not a big creepypasta guy, but he'll reference Smile Dog. I'd be like, oh no.
I'm like, my man.
Oh
yeah.
my god. And there's this thing where, there's some creepypastas where it's like a found Nintendo game that's like secretly evil, or like Sonic, that Sonic game, where it's actually like a spawn of Satan, or like your Sonic or your Tails, and then the evil Sonic kills you, or that deleted episode of SpongeBob that has like some weird imagery of Squidward dying or something.
Yeah, he like kills himself.
Yeah. We have one of those. The boat that saved the world. or whatever, the Columbus one. That's our found footage. That's our canceled creepypasta.
The fact that Christopher Columbus is God.
Yes, that episode is like, that's the one that would be like found footage, like lost episode.
Yeah, no one's ever gonna find it.
No one's ever
unless we
gonna
sent
find
you it.
Yeah. So that'll be the one where if we ever get big,
We'll release it.
we'll release it for sure. For sure. It'll be like, yo, guys, there's another episode you guys had no idea about.
Y'all listened to us when we were in OU.
Yeah, it'll be like 30 years from now, and you'll be like big. I'll see you on the Jimmy Fallon show, and I'll be like,
What the fuck you mean, bro? You're gonna be with me.
"Aw, dude, thanks, buddy. Hell yeah, bro." Ugh.
There we go. Just fist bumps.
Well, I was gonna say, like, in an alternate universe where I'm 30 or I'm 40 and I'm fat.
That's it. Just the alternate. You're just 30 and 40.
Yeah. Just where I end up turning 40 because I'm not gonna be turning 40.
You're just like.
Yeah, just like I'll be sitting on the couch with like my new Lay's extra jacked because they tried to revive that. And it's like they're like fucking pizzas basically, but they're Doritos. And I'm like shoving them in my mouth, and there's like cheese oozing down my naked body.
That sounds so good. I can't even fucking lie, dude. Jesus, pizza sounds
Doesn't
amazing.
that sound great?
Yeah.
And I'll be sitting there and I'll be like looking at you, like talking to Jimmy Fallon's son, and I'll be like, yo. Oh. Oh shit! Oh, I gotta find the remote to turn it off.
Yeah, college.
College. I'm just in college, and then my
And then you choke on your throat.
yeah, and I'll be choking, and my mom has to like come over
She like
with her
pulls
walker.
your throat out.
She like takes this high tech thing, you know, like it's like a suction cup, but it's like takes food
It's
out.
not even high. It's not even like high tech. It's like the claw things. The little
It's like a plunger. She's like taking the food out of my mouth. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. I knew him in college. And she's like, oh, back when you wanted to be a filmmaker? And I'm like,
And then she like puts your throat back in
Yeah.
your throat. And, you
and
start
I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom. Yeah. And all of a sudden,
just let me die.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, wait, I still have the lost episode of the boat.
And then it just gets leaked.
And then this gets leaked.
And you get famous and my career is ruined.
Yeah.
Because I associated with a peasant like you.
Exactly. Like,
Because we just went back to a caste system.
yeah, I'll be like, I knew that. I knew Alex.
Like,
Like,
I didn't know him. I didn't know him. I didn't know.
it'll be that 15 minutes of fame, and I'll get like one special, or like not even a special. I'll
I'm
have
gonna
like
relapse to being fat.
Yeah, no, like I'll still be fat. They'll like the news reporters will come to my house and I'll be all excited, like this is it, Mom. This is my big chance. Me and Alex used to be tight. I was on this podcast. It was really cool. And they're like, okay, this isn't gonna work.
This is
Trash
gross.
all the footage. We're just gonna have to put together
And
something.
then there's like a documentary about how you got fucked over.
yeah.
And like they just walk over to the news crew like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they're like burning the footage like, get the fuck out of here! We're gonna kill you! And the guy behind the camera's like, oh shit, no,
Oh
no,
God!
no, no.
And that's our future right there. And we'll look back at this moment. when
That is fucking
Isn't
terrifying.
that horrifying?
That's terrifying.
Dude, that's some shit right there. Like, you know what? Being like in the movie industry is hard because you're under that spotlight where if you do anything that's not socially acceptable, you're fucked.
You can do shit that's socially acceptable and you still fucked.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with LA.
Like you share your opinions and you're still fucked.
Yeah, exactly. That's why nobody wants to host the Oscars because the last few people that hosted it have gotten fucked over for their like opinions.
Yeah, because the people there think it's hilarious, but everyone else is like, can we not have an awards show that's 4 hours long?
Yeah,
They're like,
no, what are you?
why would we make it shorter when we can have all of these hot, successful people here in tuxes?
Yeah, well, you can look at all your
Idiot.
favorite actors and actresses in one spot, and you can have this funny host, and you can watch a bunch of commercials,
Quote unquote
quote
funny.
unquote funny. It has to be very politically correct funny. I mean, well, that's the problem with Hollywood being in a blue state.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Although, ooh, I'm gonna do it. Although with the fires,
Oh,
you could say that there were red states.
oh shit. Yo, Callie, you just got burned.
First off, 2 jokes against y'all. Third, really hope y'all are safe.
I hope
Okay.
you guys are all okay. Really.
Because at least we didn't post that shit on Instagram like Lil Pump.
Yeah, at least we didn't, yeah. Well, because I'll probably be moving there. That's, I'm definitely not trying to stay in Athens, Ohio for my film career. So
I am.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the aesthetic is so nice. Didn't you see that chick walking, like filming the birds on the way here?
Oh, that was awesome. With a guy turning around and taking pictures, not even stabilizing
With
the
his
camera.
100-year-old camera,
Yeah.
being like, "This is life. This is how I record my life."
I have my Polaroids hung up in my dorm.
And it's not even a Polaroid camera.
Listen, man, you just don't get me. Art is my life.
You just don't get that. I can't afford anything.
Listen, digital's the easy way out, right? If I wanted to go digital, I would just become a business major.
Yeah, it's pretty clear you're not.
Listen, bro, I'm better.
Yeah,
I'm Charlie Chaplin.
with your 2 pictures that I saw you take, one of an open van and of a dude sitting there working on a fucking electric post or some shit.
Yeah. A guy drilling into a piece of wood.
It's like, you guys like, this is America. This is a state of Europe.
A guy just sitting on a curb of the road, looking at something, and you capture the picture at the perfect moment where he just looks like he's really pissed off at something. It's like, this is the current social state of America.
I bet he's thinking conservative thoughts.
I bet he's thinking about the polarization of our current political climate.
Yes. Welcome back to the Politics Hour on Sound Advice.
Listen, you can't handle politics, then you're what's wrong with America.
He's lost all of our viewers. We're like, okay, done.
I can't handle this. This is too much. Listen. The problem with America.
Oh, really? We're gonna go into this?
The
Okay.
problem with America is really just that I'm not at the forefront of it. If you had me at the forefront of America, I think everything would be way better. Think about it. I mean, if you looked at me and you put all your problems on me,
Mm-hmm.
and I just try and juggle them and fail miserably, I become the perfect scapegoat that unites both the right and the left. Because nobody would, because the Democrats are all like, yo, fuck Donald Trump. 4 years ago, it was fuck Obama. But with me, everyone agrees. Fuck Jake Hare. Yes. I unite America.
Y'all gotta vote for Jake Hare.
Vote for Jake Hare. I'll be like a martyr. I sacrifice myself so the country can thrive.
You run for your own party.
I'm independent.
No one supports you, but you promise that America will be united.
Yes. I will make America united again.
Oh, fuck you.
This will no longer be just the states. This will be the United States.
Fuck you. No.
So shout out, Mom. I'm no longer going to be a filmmaker. I'm going to be a politician.
You're gonna be writing books here in about 30 years because you don't have a job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be a self-published author. And all my books will have one word. Be like agony. Or life.
Did you say agony or acne?
Agony. But my sequel will be acne.
Acne.
Agony.
You couldn't understand me when I said it the first time.
or life after the degree. How a self-publisher tries to survive.
I'm gonna go ahead and give out a shout out to a friend of mine, Scott Edgar. He actually just self-published a book, so I'm gonna shout it out. I don't own it yet, but it's on Amazon.
He's like 18, 19.
No, he was like in his 30s
Oh.
or 40s.
And he's your friend.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, well, because I'm 18 now, so I can consider people that could have been my teachers my friends.
All right, cool. So he's like your teacher.
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
He taught at my elementary school, but no, I befriended him
When you were in elementary school, he was like in his 30s.
like last year.
Okay.
But anyways, the book is called Pendant, The Opening Facet, and it's written by Scott Edgar. You can get it on both Amazon and Apple Books. So, check that out if you so dare, because honestly, I bet it's pretty darn good, and I'm going to for sure give it a read when I get $10 to buy it.
Oh yeah. No, if my teacher or a friend wrote a book, I'd definitely read it. Like if you wrote a book, I'd totally read it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it better be a damn good book. Like you better make that shit interesting. If I open it up and it's like, once upon a time, the land of Columbus, I found myself one day among the black skies and the blue birds. I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck am I reading? But if it's dope, I'm all on board. That's the thing, just make it dope. I don't care if you're a publisher, a SoundCloud rapper. I don't care if you're like an indie filmmaker. I am totally into watching your stuff, listening to your stuff, reading your stuff. But it better be interesting or good.
Interesting. That's actually true.
Yeah, just keep it exciting.
To be
It
good.
doesn't have to be good. Just make it interesting. Make me want to watch it. Keep my attention. Because that's the thing that I read some articles about. Because I showed one of my professors a project of mine, and he sent back like a critique, which I'm not going to complain because I love criticism. And he was like, "Yeah, this is really good, but you lost my attention like the first like 10 seconds." And I'm like, "Shit." And he sent me this article saying that that in today's generation we have like less and less attention spans because everything's so easy to just kind of like hop on your phone. If you're bored in a conversation or like you're at a party that you don't know anybody, you just hop on your phone. So it's like that. And apparently it's something like with an article in the article is saying that especially for our generation, you need to get that person's attention in like the first like 25, 30 seconds. Just like that. Yeah. So that's why when I've been making my projects now is I really like to focus on is the person is what I'm presenting interesting and will it capture the audience? Like an essay, you need the hook to start it off.
Essays and YouTuber vlogs. You can actually look at that, and that's why YouTuber vlogs suck ass. They give you that little 10-second snippet, and you're just like,
Whoa, shit.
And then it takes 30 minutes to get there, and you're like,
exactly. Yeah, I don't even hear 30 minutes of uninteresting stuff. And that's the other thing that he said was that like my original film was about 5 minutes long. It did not need to be 5 minutes long. It I was looking at it and I was like, there's so much boring nothing that I could have just taken out of it.
But I mean, it's like you made it though.
Oh, absolutely. So what I did was I edited it, I cut it down, I got rid of all the unnecessary scenes, and it flowed so much better. So then when I released it again, I was like, oh, I'm so much happier. Like the 5-minute video went down to 2 minutes, and the pacing was so much better. And you were able to keep the audience's attention the entire time, rather than them kind of being like, oh, this is cool, after like a minute, and then being like, okay, is something going to happen, or am I just going to keep sitting here awkwardly watching someone sitting on a couch?
Yeah, but it's artsy.
It's artsy, yeah, exactly. So you can totally just hold a shot for like 5 minutes, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love those shots. Like The Revenant, some of those shots are beautiful, but I also think that there's way too many of them, in my opinion.
There's too much movie in The Revenant.
Yeah.
It goes on for too long.
It goes on for way too long.
It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I'm like,
there's no need for it to be so long.
You don't earn that.
Yeah.
Because you're like a revenge story. You're not like a 10, 15-year journey like The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, exactly.
Which is 3 hours and earns it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Even because I'm interested the entire 3 hours. Like Martin Scorsese did a great job where I'm honestly like I could watch the movie all the time. Like I could sit down, I know it's 3 hours, and I could sit down, I could pop that bad boy on, and I could ride away with it. Because it has a good pace. Titanic's like 3.5 hours long or something like that, and it's got a great pace. You wouldn't think that movie is like one of the longest movies out there, but there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Titanic, but I can admit it's paced pretty well.
Yeah, like I can totally understand if you don't like the film, but the
Mhm.
pacing, I think, is done really well.
Yeah.
Shout out James Cameron for also doing CGI the way that we wanted to. Fuck the actors. Just get a bunch of blue people. We don't really need actual actors. They're hot, so you meet the criteria. Rule number one: be attractive. Rule number two: don't be unattractive.
That's how you make it in modern cinema, everybody.
There you go.
But it's okay, because actually, you can make it however the fuck you want.
Exactly.
You can just claim whatever fucking discrimination. That's why you didn't get that movie role, not because you're a shitty actor.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they thought you were too ugly.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You see, if you don't look like Ryan Gosling, or see, even Chris Pratt, he was on television. The second he was in a movie, he looked hot as fuck. Like, goddamn, that's what happens when you become a movie star. Television stars, they're able to kind of gain weight and not look as pleasing. But then when you become a movie star, oh, you better be looking 6-pack,
Tip
tip-top shape. When I first saw that Guardians of the Galaxy trailer and I saw my boy Chris Pratt with his shirt off, I was like, yo, hold on a second. This is Andy Parks and Rec. What? I gotta see this movie. I gotta see it, and it was so funny. I'm so glad I saw it. Shout out Chris Pratt. You're my generation's Harrison Ford.
Really?
Nah, not really.
It's Ryan Gosling.
It definitely is Ryan Gosling. It's like if you were to mix Chris Pratt and Ryan Gosling in one person, you'd get a Harrison Ford.
Reincarnated. Harrison Ford's gonna die.
Yeah,
eventually. He's so weird. He's so weird.
Yeah, but I like it. Honestly, I feel so bad because there was the whole 2000s where he just wasn't in movies, and all of a sudden he got old, and they're like, all right, we got to start bringing these movies back. Hop in Indiana Jones. Hop in Star Wars. Hop in Blade Runner. Hop in. Is there anything else?
No.
I don't think there's anything else.
There's just like real original things, but like not
the
old properties
that he's already been in. Yeah.
He's supposed to be in Indiana Jones 5, and I'm like, y'all better finish making that before he fucking dies.
It's rather
because
CGI.
Yeah, facts. Actually, make it in 20 years, whatever. We don't need him.
We don't want him. You can make an Indiana Jones 5 taking place back in the 80s again or whatever. Taking place back in the 40s, I mean.
Just do that weird shit they did with Michael Douglas and Ant-Man.
Yes,
make
exactly.
Him weirdly young.
Make him weirdly young. You can literally do that. If you want like a Last Crusade 2, you can make a Last Crusade 2. Like after they ride off into the sunset, like the old Western films, that's not it. They go back, they dig the Grail up from the fucking crevice, and then the Russians come out and murder his dad or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff you could do. They tried to do the Russian thing in 4. I don't know if that worked out too well. It was
Did you see 4?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's really not terrible. It's just bad.
It's just bad, yeah.
In comparison.
And they try to do the thing where
they jumped the shark.
They did jump the shark.
Aliens, bro.
They shouldn't have done aliens.
The alien shit was dumb.
Alien was so dumb. Why would they do that? The whole ending scene where the girl's like looking at the aliens are all like, and her head like explodes or whatever.
I even think the villain sucks.
Yeah.
Like all the shit with Indiana Jones and even Shia LaBeouf is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're going all around Mexico and shit and like looking at all the old stuff.
Yeah.
Like being like, oh, treasure hunt. That's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
But the rest of it's just like, it's stupid.
It's stupid. Yeah.
It's stupid is what the problem is.
And that's the thing, because, you could say that the first Indiana Jones movies are cheesy. I could see where you're maybe coming from, but it's fun. And that's what the thing is. Like when Indiana Jones is killing Nazis, Indiana Jones is taking it seriously, and the Nazis are taking it seriously. And it can be consumed as campy, but it's also a lot of fun.
I don't think that they're really campy, though, or cheesy. I think the only one that can be cheesy is Temple of Doom.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
The rest of them, I think, are...
I think most of them are
top-notch.
Very well grounded. I agree. I don't think they are, but at the same time, some people think that Blade Runner was cheesy. So I have no idea anymore.
We're not gonna get back into that.
So I loved the first three, and I think the fourth one was pretty bad, but they had some good scenes. Like I think the whole greaser thing was really well done.
That's cheesy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I think that's about it.
That's it, really.
I don't know. The whole fridge thing was dumb. The throwback to
That
the
shit was funny as hell.
that was funny. The throwback to the first Indiana Jones was kind of cool. Where at the end and they end credits or whatever, you got the guy pushing the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And then they revisited that. That was kind of cool.
I like when they finally get married.
Yeah, and then he takes his hat off and puts it on Shia LaBeouf as he leaves. Like, wow, the passing of the torch.
And they were just like, please don't.
Like,
Shia's
no.
insane.
Shia, no, you can have Transformers. You can't even have Transformers. I'm sorry, Shia.
Yeah, that's Mark Wahlberg.
That's
now,
Mark
right?
Wahlberg now. Well, the times have changed, man. Where's my good old 2000s? I want Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox back. Now it's all Chris Pratt and Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I'm over Chris Pratt. I just want to say it.
Are you
I'm
with him?
sick of him.
Are you sick of him?
I'm sick of him. That's why I was so happy when he just didn't do shit in Infinity War. I was like, we get it, dude. You're goofy. You're funny. You can be serious. Whatever. But don't be the main character.
I think that it was perfect for Guardians 1. Everyone loves Guardians 2.
I really like Guardians too.
I think it's I liked it. But I don't think it's as good as the first one.
I could understand that since the first one was just such a surprise.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, is that it was just such a surprise to me. And it's hard to kind of like follow up that, because I had no idea that Disney was capable of making a movie. Like
Especially
that.
since, like you said, weren't expecting it.
Exactly. So you walk in and you're like, I'm sitting in the theater, I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, wait a second, this is a Marvel movie. Why am I laughing and not cringing at all the Joss Whedon quips? Hang on. And yeah, so, but no, I definitely enjoyed the second one, and it's just a shame that, that James Gunn had to get Me Too'd. Rest in peace.
Rip James Gunn, you should come back for 3.
He should, and that even all the cast members were standing like we definitely think James Gunn should have another chance, and Disney was like, LOL, nah.
Yeah.
Isn't the third one supposed to be like a Christmas episode or something? I don't know. I can't remember. I could be totally off on that. I thought it was supposed to be like a Christmas thing.
What?
I
No.
hope I'm wrong in that.
I hope you're wrong too. Jesus.
Imagine that. Imagine
Jesus.
the Star Wars
No.
Christmas special, but with Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. Fuck. No. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. I think we're gonna look back. I think it's kind of funny because people remember Avengers 1 as like the original Spider-Mans.
Mhm.
They're just gonna age terribly.
Oh, so bad, so poorly. Yeah, Marvel definitely found its footing after. I mean, the first Avengers was exactly what it needed to be, but
Good.
yeah, and I don't know. I think honestly, Avengers 1 will last longer because of nostalgia than Age of Ultron, which I think will go down. In
Age of
flames.
Ultron is just very mediocre.
Yeah, it's so mediocre.
I
that
like it though.
Exactly.
I
Well,
like it. It's just more mature. I think it's better than the first Avengers.
really.
I think it is because it's like if you take out the first Avengers, you can have Age of Ultron and be a better movie because of it.
Damn, I didn't think about that. That's an interesting perspective.
Like you could have just had Tony like almost die in space in another fucking movie.
Could have.
Because that's like the only
That's
thing
not
that like
that
really causes him to be like.
Yeah, like I need to build Ultron right now.
A shield around the world, please. Everyone's like, no, don't do that.
Like,
but
Tony, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Because I almost died.
he's like, but you guys don't get it.
You guys don't get it. You're just a kid, Cap. You might be over 100 years old, but you're just still 18.
Shit.
You might be my grandfather, but let me tell you, You ate my daddy.
Ain't my daddy.
Oh, sure. Let me just tell you my whole secret plan.
Let's just go ahead and just start getting back into the Marvel section because we just have one every
episode, yeah. I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, this is it. This is going to be like the movies that are going to like define our generation. Like this, like for Star Wars in the
Fuck.
70s. These are our
Yeah,
Star
because
Wars.
everyone hates The Last Jedi, so those can't define
Those can't
us.
define us. No, it's going to be the Marvel movies.
Fuck.
How does that feel, knowing that these are the movies that we're going to tell our kids? Like, the kids are going to be like, you saw Avengers in theater?
I hate that they're gonna have to watch all of those to make Infinity War make sense.
Yeah. It'd be
I feel
like,
bad for our kids.
yeah, they'd be like, can't I just watch the first two Avengers movies?
Can I watch Infinity War?
Like, no.
No,
You have a
idiot.
long way to go, son.
Yo, there's
You wanna-
27 main characters. You're not
You're
gonna
not
get
going to
it.
fully appreciate Infinity War until you watch every single movie like I did.
Like, the Dark World's boring. I'm like, I know. It's
I saw
boring.
through it, and you will too.
When I fucking saw it, bruh. Trust me, it's aged worse.
Trust me. You think this is bad? Fuck, just wait till you get to Iron Man 2. God damn. Just wait till you get to Ant-Man and the Wasp 2. I don't even remember what the fuck happened in that movie. God damn.
I want to talk about Spider-Man for a little bit because
No, did you hear? Jake Gyllenhaal was announced as the Spider-Man villain.
he's been announced as Mysterio for a while, bruh.
Dude, I was so pumped when I heard that.
When I read that this morning from you, I was like, yeah.
I was like, no
Dude, read
way.
the news, bro.
I get all my news from Reddit, and Reddit, I guess, was a little late on that one because I heard it and I was like, yo, what?
Yeah, Christ, man.
He's
We're
gonna
supposed to
be
get
great.
a Far From Home trailer this week.
I know this
supposed to
Friday,
get-
Saturday?
Well, Avengers 4 was supposed to come out yesterday, but it's probably going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow 9 a.m. so we can watch it right before
But for
Poli-Sci.
probably sign down for that. That'd be fun. And then I guess Spider-Man 2 will be announced.
But I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Homecoming was alright.
Okay.
Homecoming
I
has-
liked Homecoming.
Homecoming is the best Marvel twist, I'll say.
Oh my God! Yes, when we find out that the dad was Vulture,
Yeah, because there's like nothing alluding to it, which is
Yes.
why it's cool.
it was so cool. I was like freaking out because I love Michael Keaton so much.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Great actor.
Favorite actor, bro.
Birdman, Spotlight. I'm so glad he had a reconnaissance.
I'm so
Res-
glad.
Renaissance. Not
Renaissance. I'm so glad that we had the Michael Keaton Renaissance
Yes.
because he's good.
Yeah.
He's better than he was.
Oh yeah, way
He's
better.
so
than
much better
Tim
because-
Burton Batman. Yeah.
Tim Burton Batman is fucking hilarious. Dude, you want to get nuts scene is so fucking funny. That shit is hilarious. You want to get nuts and then just smashes the bat. Oh god, I love that. The rest of the movie's trash. Though.
Yeah.
I will say that Tim Burton Batman movies suck.
I tried to sit through that one so
They're
many times.
boring, bro.
It's so boring. I
They're
know.
boring. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is when they're serious and like for adults." I'm like, "Did you see Batman Begins?
Yeah.
Fuckhead.
Yeah.
It's so much better."
Mhm.
And it's in I cannot believe that Batman
That was
Begins
made in
came out in
2000?
2005.
2005. Oh, shit.
2005.
Wait, when did The Dark Knight come out?
2008 or 9.
I'm surprised that it's 2005 because the other movies back like around then, I don't think we've had. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a 2005 movie.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, you can tell it's very 2005.
Yeah.
Because it's got like, it's
Is it-
it's like the orange sky and it's got like the bat outline and it's got like
yeah.
one man will make a difference.
Shit.
It's just stupid.
Shit.
But then it's like from Christopher Nolan and you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, the guy who did Memento.
Oh, that's right, because, he hadn't done shit at that time. He made Memento in that movie with Robin Williams and Al Pacino. Insomnia or some shit.
Okay, I haven't even seen that
It's
one.
good. I like
Was
it.
it?
It's good.
Yeah, he said all of his good movies came after Batman. Batman Begins was his like, not his peak. That was him getting into it.
That's him in the mainstream.
Yeah,
That's him right
finding
there.
his footing.
Yeah.
Like when Radiohead made OKC. Or no, that the Batman Begins would be the Benz.
Yeah.
And then OKC would be his Dark Knight. And then Inception would be his Kid A.
Shut up.
Shout out Radiohead. Does that mean a moon-shaped pool? This is Dunkirk. Huh. What do you think about that one?
I think Dunkirk's his best movie, so
Really?
yeah.
He
For
made
sure.
something. What about Interstellar?
Interstellar is one of my favorite movies, but it's not his best movie.
That's understandable.
Like from a filmmaking perspective, Dunkirk's just so much better.
Interstellar is definitely more of a moon-shaped pool now that I'm thinking about it.
Interstellar is my fave, like personal taste Christopher Nolan movie. Dunkirk's his best.
Dunkirk is really well done. I do agree. I mean, he made Harry Styles a good actor. So
And you just can't. I hate Dunkirk for one reason, because you can't watch it anywhere other than the theater.
oh, I know.
It sucks.
I
You
know.
cannot
The
watch it.
sound is so good in that movie.
You need surround
You need
sound,
surround sound for that one.
and if you don't have it,
It's just not nearly as effective.
it's not good.
There's some movies that you just need to see like in a theater to completely enjoy. Like Gravity, I'm never going to see that movie again because
So
I'm never going
one
to be
time in
one
like
time
an XD
in
theater.
XD 3D theater. And that's all you need. And
Fuck the 3D craze, by the way. That shit's stupid.
yeah, that's dead. That 3D thing died. Like, shout out to Avatar for keeping that alive for another 5 years.
Fuck you.
Keeping that craze. Like, oh my god, I remember so many people would come up to me like, "Yo, this movie is so good in 3D. You've got to see this in 3D."
Just picked
Oh
it up
my
at
God.
Blockbuster, and I was like,
I was like, okay, so I was like, oh, that was a good movie. I thought it was all right. I mean, it was a basic spin on like, Birth of a Nation or whatever.
yeah, I think it's really dumb that everyone's like, yo, did you know the symbolism?
And I was like, yeah,
I'm
I think I get it.
I'm like, I think I can get it as an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I wonder if everyone else who's much older and much smarter than me got it.
Yeah, and you're like,
Congratulations.
okay, I get it. I see what this movie's doing. Top grossing film of all time.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Oh, okay. I said,
Is it still?
I think it still is. I might be wrong. It might be like one of the Avengers movies.
It's gotta be Infinity War or Force Awakens.
Let me see, top grossing.
Well, I mean, don't do adjusted for
No, because
inflation.
then it's
Gone with the
Gone
Wind.
with the Wind.
Motherfucker made like $4 billion.
Fucking perfect. No fucking way. It's still Avatar. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Avatar made $2,787,965,000. Number 2, shout out James Cameron, Titanic.
Where's The Force Awakens?
Number 3, making about $2,050,000,000.
Where's Infinity War?
Number 4, $2 billion.
Fuck you, James Cameron.
You want to know what's number 5? Jurassic World.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, Jurassic World made a stunning amount of money.
Yeah, I was surprised. That's probably why they made a second one. They were like, oh shit, this shit.
What? Skyfall's on there somewhere.
The second one, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, is number 12.
Christ, man.
Holy
It's that
shit.
Chinese audience, bro.
Yeah, dude, honestly. They
China
love
really
dinosaurs.
saves a lot of movies.
They do. They do. That's, you're totally right. Yeah, the first Avengers is number 6.
Where's Skyfall? Skyfall's in the top 20, I think.
Frozen's number 13. Beauty and the Beast is number 14. The live action one.
What the fuck? I knew that movie got released, but I just didn't hear anything about it after it got dropped.
Incredibles 2 is number 20.
Good, I fuck with that.
Skyfall is number 22.
Oh shit. Fuck that. That's so unfair. There's like 3 2018 movies that just like fuck that over.
I know, dude. It's kind of weird because
I'm actually really impressed that Skyfall's on there.
yeah, me too.
Because that is not a mainstream
Yeah,
movie.
it's not a mainstream
It's by
movie at all.
Sam Mendes,
Yeah.
who made fucking American Beauty and shit like that. So,
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it. I still think Casino Royale is the best Bond film, but again, I can't really say much because I've only ever seen the Craig Bond films.
yeah, they're good. The
Yeah.
other ones suck.
Okay.
The other ones are just like, they're fun to watch.
Yeah. Mhm.
They're bad.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. Sean Connery is not the best Bond.
Who's you would say Daniel Craig is?
Daniel Craig. Like, so what if he doesn't look like how he's described in the books? Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. You serious?
Yeah, no. Shout out to Casino Royale. That movie is so much fun. I remember watching that on like the plane
Mm-hmm.
and just being like, "Yo, this is actually a really fun movie." I like, and I guess if I shout out Casino, I also have to shout out the Bourne Ultimatum,
Mm-hmm.
because without them, there probably wouldn't be Casino Royale. So yeah,
Facts.
Shout out all you spy movies out there. However, none of you spy movies are as good as The Kingsman.
Really?
I liked
No.
the first one.
No.
I like the first one.
I
think
like
this,
both of them, but no.
and I like this. Actually, I'm trying to remember the second one.
The second one's good.
The second one is with. I like the second one, but I don't think they should have brought the guy back. They should have kept him dead.
They really should have.
There's no reason to bring him back because he didn't really do anything in that movie. But the fight scenes are fantastic, and when they
They really are.
like that's my favorite part of just like the one shot, church scene or the one shot fight scene in the Magic like Willy Wonka land. And then Word Up plays. That's my favorite song, by the way, by Cameo. It's my favorite fucking song. I used to know all the words back when I was like 5.
Hell yeah. So, I just pulled up the Golden Globe nominations for this year because I want to talk about them.
All right, let's go.
I want to talk about for the best motion picture for the drama section because
Let's hear it.
they're so bad. Black Panther.
That came out this year?
Yeah.
Shit.
Black Klansman.
Oh,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
that movie?
If Beale Street Could Talk. And A Star Is Born.
Which one was A Star Is Born?
The one with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. It's the only one I get why it's on there.
That's the best picture.
That's for best motion picture in the drama category. There's two, which is really weird. At the Golden Globes, there's drama and then there's musical or comedy. The musical or comedy does not get any better.
Well, what's the musical and comedy?
Crazy Rich Asians.
Mm.
The Favorite. Green Book. Mary Poppins Returns and Vice.
Vice?
Vice.
Like the movie that hasn't even come out yet? Okay.
Mary Poppins Returns hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, that's right. That one hasn't come out either. I mean, I think the comedy section is a lot better because I could see why Vice would maybe get a Golden Globe. But the dramas, I mean, Black Klansman was alright. Bohemian Rhapsody was alright. I definitely don't think it was deserving of a Best Picture award. But at the same time,
Why is it under drama? Why isn't it under musical or comedy?
I don't know. I mean, it really wasn't that much big of a. I mean, because like they did the thing where
It's
like
so family friendly too, from
Yeah.
what I heard. I haven't seen it. And I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they went the family friendly route. That's why they chose Rami Malek over Sacha Baron Cohen. But at the same time, I don't know. It's like it's weird because Freddie Mercury is a very spontaneous man. He's very out there or eclectic or something like that. I don't know how to really define his persona, but Rami Malek does a great job of performing as Freddie, but the overall movie is really no different than any other movie, despite the fact that you have really good Queen songs that are really well shot and choreographed.
But only because the choreography exists.
Exactly.
Already.
Like the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Everyone loves. It happened
But
already.
It happened. They literally have. You could literally go on YouTube, search up the Live Aid performance. I've done it already. I've watched that so many times.
It's good.
It's a great
It's
performance.
really fucking good.
And they pretty much like. And I mean, I don't know if this is good or bad, but instead of just doing one song like the movie usually does, and they'll like do like the starting thing to Bohemian Rhapsody, and then like boom, Bohemian Rhapsody. They instead did the whole performance, last 10 minutes, which I can see being both a good and bad thing depending on how you look at it. But at the
I
same,
think it's a good thing because like that's a way to end on a high note.
yeah, it's a way to end on a high note. All the great Queen songs that everyone loves, but at the same time, it's not really fair to give the movie credit for that because it's something that's happened and it's something that you could really watch.
It's literally just recreated. That's
Yeah.
the reason that the Jersey Boys movie sucks.
Because it's just recreated.
Yeah. Like, there's a difference when that's on a stage. I've seen Jersey Boys both the movie and on Broadway.
Mhm.
On Broadway, it's just fun as hell to watch. The movie, it's got its own set of problems, but the fact that it's like already happened and they use like clips from real life, but they don't make them interesting.
Yeah.
So like there's the performance that Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons did. It was like their first live TV performance. They do it in the on the Broadway version. They do it on stage, but there's a screen that comes down, and it's what actually was shown.
Oh.
It's just so much cooler because the fact that they have to get it, it's more of like a theater preference over like a movie preference because of how it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's the thing is that.
Like, I feel like if Bohemian Rhapsody was like a musical on Broadway, probably be
It'd be
fantastic.
probably perfect, yeah. I could totally see it being like that too.
That's what I think it should be.
It
honestly,
should definitely be a musical. And I mean, I don't see
this is ridiculous.
that the fact that it's getting out. I mean, I don't think it'll win.
It's not. No, these are just the Golden Globes,
Yeah, the
which
Golden
I mean
Globes.
aren't as big, but still, people. The Golden Globes are like the second most viewed awards show after the Oscars, and it's.
Yeah.
People start taking these more seriously than the Oscars. I'm just bummed out about this.
I definitely don't think Bohemian Rhapsody should get it, and I'm surprised that Black Panther got it because I mean it's a good film.
It would get it. I don't.
Do you think it's gonna be the winner?
No, I don't think it will. I think A Star Is Born.
Think A Star Is
maybe.
Born.
Or this other one that I've never heard of. If Beale Street Could Talk.
I mean, I don't think Black Panther will get
I
it
don't
because it's a superhero movie, and those usually don't get.
Black Panther or Bohemian Rhapsody, they're not going to win. Black Klansman might, just to help the Golden Globes be
Yeah.
better in everyone's eyes.
Mhm.
Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, Green Book, Mary Poppins Returns, and Vice. That's honestly a toss-up.
Yeah, I haven't seen Vice
I
yet,
don't know.
but if it's anything like The Big Short, I'd be rooting for that one.
I would hope that Vice would win or Mary Poppins Returns because I just don't want. I think Green Book even has a chance. Green Book's it's a very Oscar baity movie, but
Well, that's what Bohemian Rhapsody was. It was very Oscar baiting.
except it sucked or it was just mediocre. I don't want to get on it and keep saying that it sucks, but it was just mediocre.
Yeah, it was just not. It was
like everything that
it
wasn't
wasn't
the music.
musical. It was just all right. It was like meh. You know, it wasn't shot in a way that you're thinking like whoa. And it wasn't like I was seeing anything that was interesting or, you know, it was like, all right, we got to get this scene done because then after that we can go into Another One Bites the Dust. We got to get this scene done so then we can talk about how Freddie first started writing Bohemian Rhapsody. We got to get this scene done so we can finally talk about Freddie getting AIDS. We got to talk about this scene so we talk about Freddie being a party animal. But it just felt like anything that wasn't the musical scenes, it was like I was just waiting for the musical scenes. Like, we were all just sitting down and being like, alright, okay, Freddie has a wife. That's not gonna last. Okay. No, yeah. Oh, he's getting married. Oh, I know that song. Oh, shit! We're all singing along like, oh, yeah. Oh, shit, that's it. Okay. So, yeah, that was pretty much the theater experience. Black Klansman, I had a great time watching. But I took a girl out to see it, and there was no way to make any moves during that film because, you know, it was weird because it was half funny and half like a comedy, and you're like, oh shit, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
He's dancing. That was kind of romantic now. Oh shit, no, this is pretty fucked up now. They're like shooting like, you know, engravings of African American kids, and I just slowly like move my arm back towards, you know, my body, like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till after the movie to make any moves. I don't really feel comfortable right now, or like especially because the way they ended it. I mean, it was very powerful, but the whole, you know, they actually used real footage of the modern day sort of Klansmen, I guess, with the alt-right and all that.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there and you're like, fuck, this might not have been a good movie to use as a first sort of date. Maybe I should have went for A Star Is Born instead. But no, I think I thought it was alright.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but
I can respect
that's fine.
I can respect
I mean,
it.
I don't remember when I don't know if I've talked about it on here, but I don't feel like getting into it
Yeah,
again.
me neither.
Because I've already talked about it with a lot of
It's
people.
definitely Spike Lee's. Wait, it is Spike Lee.
Yeah,
right?
Spike Lee.
Yeah, Spike Lee's best film, though, I'd say. But there's not a lot of competition.
Yeah. And then we have the best animated movies, which is
Lego Batman.
came out like 2 years ago.
Lego Movie 2.
Nope. Incredibles 2.
Okay.
Isle of Dogs.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Did you get the pun with Isle of Dogs?
Yeah, I Love Dogs.
Yeah. I thought that was cute. Wes Anderson. You're a cutie. Shout out Wes Anderson for being such a cutie. Probably Incredibles 2. And actually, I'd say Isle of Dogs would
I
be
think
the
it's going to be
runner-up.
Isle of Dogs.
Yeah, probably Isle of Dogs. Then I'd say Incredibles 2. And then Ralph Breaks the Internet. I don't even remember the other ones.
Spider-Man. Into
Oh,
the
that
Spider-Verse.
one actually might be good. I'm looking forward to that one. That one looks sick.
Yeah,
So.
that one's going to be good.
What about Best Actor?
Well, there's all the categories for that, so
Mm.
I don't feel like doing that one. We could. Best television series, drama,
Narcos?
never.
Uh,
The Americans,
Mm.
Bodyguard, Homecoming,
Bodyguard.
Killing Eve,
Is Homecoming good?
Posse. I have no idea. I don't know what that is.
Me either. Not entirely sure.
I hate all these shows.
It's just sad because don't get me wrong. If I end up winning an Oscar one day, I'd be totally happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
However, at the same time, and I think this is why the ratings are kind of going downhill, is that it's just a bunch of, rich, successful people patting themselves on the back.
For being like, yo, you made this, bruh.
Yeah, like, yo, look at you. Good for you. Nice job. Nice job. You did a very well job.
A very well job.
And I'm sitting here like, oh, great. So the guy who's making millions of dollars
Mm-hmm.
and very successful
Mm-hmm.
and will have no problem at all getting a future job. Oh, we're also going to give him a gold statue. Yeah. Why don't we all just bow down to the false prophets? Why don't we, huh?
Jesus.
I read this in the Old Testament once, all right? We bow down to gold prophets, and then God comes down with 10 commandments and murders us or something. So I'm just saying, bro, like next time you see like an earthquake in Los Angeles, the same time the Oscars is going on, don't say I didn't warn you.
Calm down.
However, if I do win an Oscar one day, that would be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it's like my main goal, bro.
Yeah, same, dude. If I can hold like an Oscar in my hand, standing up there, is
I've held an Oscar in my hand.
Really?
A real Oscar.
No way.
I have a picture.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Who's Oscar?
I don't know.
Oh,
It was at Warner Brothers Studios.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, standing up on that stage, looking around at all the rich people. Probably about like 90% of them
All
will
the
be
fucking
white.
peasants that didn't get to hold that shit.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to Los Angeles. Just to hold the Oscar. I don't care about anything else. I'm putting that up on the Instagram, being like, I made it.
Yo, geez, I made it.
I made it, bro. Then it'll be all downhill from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Then I have to go back to making television.
Whatever.
That's whatever. Honestly, if I get a gig, like there's so many bad TV shows out there. Dude, that's how I want to retire, actually. I want to retire making HGTV shows.
HG?
Yes.
No.
Hell yeah, dude. Imagine being the guy that like goes out to like the Caribbean to sell houses, and you're just standing there and you're like, do you want to buy this house? I don't know. Maybe we should check the other one over on the beach. And I'm like, sure.
Sure, we can check out this other $1 million
house, and I could just stay in the houses or whatever while they're like in a hotel thinking about their options, and I'm just chilling there like with my margarita, looking out at the sunset. No wife because I'll be lonely, but it's okay, right?
Yeah, sure, buddy. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Like you don't need someone else to rely on. You can be independent, right?
Yeah. Sure.
That's what my mom keeps telling me. I'm starting to believe her less and less now. But yeah, I mean, if I could do that, that's honestly that's how I would want to live life. Just being able to travel.
Shut up. Shut up, dude.
Keep a Polaroid of all the places I've gone. Maybe a journal. I'll start writing in my journal. I'll have like those glasses on. Like I'll have like white hair, like Roger Sterling.
Oh Christ, no.
I'll just be talking like I figured everything out because
I figured everything. He figured everything out.
everything that life has to offer. Because honestly, if you're not happy, then you gotta change your lifestyle.
Just stop it. Just stop being
Just-
not happy.
Just stop being sad. You have to try that. I tried it, and look at me. I'm successful. I'm a hot old person, and I get to chill in dope 5-star houses. So
Hell yeah.
that's my dream. That's what I have in my head right now, and I can still dream because I'm only 18. I'm still a freshman. So
You're
I'm
in college.
I'm
I
in
mean,
college.
if you were 18 and you weren't in college, yeah, you'd be fucked.
I'd be fucked.
No
Exactly.
offense. No.
No offense.
If you're not
If
going
you're
to
not in
college,
college
and you're 18,
And you're 18. Good for you. You're
I'm
doing
just
your
saying
thing.
you're more pressured to get into the workforce than we are.
Exactly. Like we have 4 years to figure out our shit. You got to figure your shit out right now, and that's a little bit tough. See, me, I can still dream. 5-10 years from now, my dreams might be dead, and I might be like, you know what? It's okay. I'll live in a lower than middle class house, and I'll probably have to buy things from Aldi's because I can't afford Kroger's or Giant Eagle. I'll put on my Judge Judy at 3 p.m. and I'll watch PewDiePie at 5 when it uploads daily, and
Collect your welfare check.
I'll collect my welfare check.
Sack of shit.
And yeah, I'll just sit down and eat my bowl of Fruit Loops. I'll have a box of Raisin Bran untouched in the back when I try to go healthy for a week. But
It's just gonna go stale.
it's just gonna go stale.
About 2 months when you just realize that wasn't the way to
That
go.
wasn't the way to go, so I'll just keep going back to Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops. And
Nah, man, just the cookie crisps. Or
Cookie
whatever
Crisps
they
are
are.
really good, actually. I might have to get that. Alright, 30 years from now, me. When you're listening to this, imagining about what could have been. And you're sad and depressed.
Just remember, your cupboard has
Your
cookie
cupboard
crisps.
has Cookie Crisps. Go get them, man. Treat yourself tonight.
You fat shit.
He didn't mean that. Go ahead and rewatch Infinity War for the 12th time.
Oh, that's it? 30 years, you've only seen it 13 times? Really?
Yeah, honestly, bro, catch up.
Catch up.
I've seen it 30 times. Get on my level. It's like a paradox right there. I just call it a time loop, bro.
I'm gonna have a stroke from the rift. You just tore a goddamn rift in it
Dude,
all.
yeah, what if we caused a rift in time right there? Like, whoa! The table's moving, whoa! Like, me 30 years from now and you, like, come back and, like, stop.
You're just like, you're getting torn in half.
Like, what the fuck? And, like,
don't have a stomach. Holy shit.
my 30-year-old head pops out and it's just like, I'm back. Oh, this isn't the future. I must have went the wrong way. Sorry. Zips me back up.
You're just like, what
what
do I have a zipper?
fuck was that?
Alright, well, we're at 3:46.
We still have a good hour.
Jesus, really?
No, probably not. We'll probably end it here, and then if we want, we can keep going next week. But I'm going to say, for all you listeners out there, that's less than likely. I'm definitely trying to get home. Like I said, I'm going crazy. I'm going insane. Like, I don't know if I'll be around next week to even record a podcast, because I might be put in an insane asylum.
Don't go crazy. You gotta do like your finals.
That's going to be the toughest part, man. Like, thank God Tuesday and Wednesday I have that completely off. Because that's going to be me, like, Those would be such wasted. Why couldn't I just have it on Tuesday? Why couldn't Media 1010 and my marketing be on Tuesday?
Probably didn't line up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I could be going on Wednesday.
Same.
But here I am, stuck in this sandbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever see those movies where
Yeah.
where it's like, you know, you never see the outside of the like Ed, Edd n Eddy. You never go outside the cul-de-sac. And then there's one episode
That's so scary. Stop.
where it was like an alien episode, and it like zoomed out from the cul-de-sac, like, yo, what, we're gonna see like the whole fucking city, and it showed that the cul-de-sac was just floating in the middle of space. And that's how I feel here at OU. Athens is just this fucking box.
Yeah, it's a great college town for the first month of school.
Yeah. And then you feel like you've seen everything there is to possibly see here.
Because let me tell you, you have.
Yes. It's like, oh wait, you didn't see this blade, like square of grass over here.
Shit, you're right. Can I go home?
Like, oh, have you seen the Dirty South?
Yeah, can I go home?
Wait, real quick. Have you seen the Dirty North?
I don't really. Can I go home? That doesn't exist.
Yeah, shout out the north side of Athens that doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's south, east, and west. There's soup.
Because apparently the founder just did not have a fucking compass.
He was just like, so we got. And then they were just like, should we
What?
tell him there should be like 4 points?
like he's like a triangle. He drew a triangle.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's pretty good. You're 1804.
1804, I never did math, but I never really needed it. I can find myself a fucking piece of land without goddamn math, let me tell you.
Let me tell you, I'm about to all game.
So we'll have east side of campus, south of campus, and then we'll have south side of campus, further south of campus.
Yeah.
And we'll have west side of campus, north of campus.
Yeah, like literally, it's just, if you think about it, it's in a fucking line.
It's a line. It's literally
not
a line.
even like.
It's literally a line.
It's not 4 points. You
No.
could walk West Green, and if like Baker Center and like a ton of buildings weren't there, you could go straight, and then you'd go to East Green, and then if you walk straight from East Green, you go on to
all
South
the way
Green.
to South Green.
What the fuck?
They fucked it up. Like,
How you fuck up so bad, bruh?
Like, you didn't even have a north. Your south and east are practically the same. It's practically south and further south. And that's Brian.
Our dude.
That's Alex's RA. I always see those two together.
What?
Yeah, I always see them together.
Well, you know, it's 2018. Oh shit, that's our dude from political science.
Yo, that is!
Look, that's Ramen Head.
That's Ramen Head after he shaved his head. Ramen Head and Brian. Do you think that they're together?
I hope Brian wouldn't stoop so low.
I know Brian should go for me instead.
Hey, man.
Yeah, you always have a special place in my heart, Alex.
Okay, cool.
There's always room for side hoes, though. Like Bella.
Yeah, I guess she's like,
She's like a side hoe, right?
no, she's like the main side.
The main. Oh, shout out Bella, main side hoe.
Who?
Bella.
Just kidding.
Georgery?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
G-Regery.
G-Regery, that's what I thought.
Cool.
Yeah, shout out all my, like invisible friends. I have invisible side hoes.
Shout out to all you listeners on that note, because it's gonna get personal. So
I just talk to myself to sort of make myself feel better. You know, I'll be in my dorm.
Sure you don't want to log in, so we can just go ahead and close this down.
And I'll be like, hey baby, how's it going?
All right.
And I'll be like, oh, pretty good. How are you doing? They're like, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just a little lonely. They're like, why are you lonely? I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm just not really feeling myself lately, I guess. And they're like, oh, well, maybe I can help you with that. And I'll start kissing my hand. And then I'll fall asleep kissing my hand. Just feeling like I'm cuddling with someone. Like an anime body pillow, but it's actually just an invisible body represented by my hand.
Shit.
It's so lonely. And with that,
we thank everyone for listening.
Thank you
for the past few episodes.
Yeah, I appreciate
It's
it.
been fun.
Thank you all. Thank you to all the listeners. You all did a phenomenal job.
Don't worry, we check the analytics to see how far you listen to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, only about 20 minutes in. Come on, that's only when we start warming up.
yeah, like we listen the entire way through. So
Yeah, Alex and I, when we go back and play Worms Battlegrounds, you best believe that after that, we're also going to be listening to our podcast. We'll probably listen to it while we're playing Worms Battlegrounds. So, if if we can listen to ourselves talk, you can listen to us talk. And we're very grateful. Because, honestly, it's nice knowing that someone else actually clicks on this link and listens and gives us some time and loves us and wants to marry us and has weird fan pages about us on their Tumblr and crew drawings and really weird obsessive tweets that I probably won't retweet and might even block you for.
Yeah.
But the thought is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might be back next week, but if not, we'll probably be back next semester.
No,
Maybe-
we're definitely gonna be back next.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. This is so much fun. I've been having a lot of fun doing this. It's been a crazy ride.
Yep.
There was a brief moment where I wasn't even sure if Sound Advice was going to survive because one of the hosts went missing, and I still haven't found him.
he died.
He might be dead. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But Alex came in, saved the day, and honestly, I think it's even better for it because I don't know how many times I could talk about trap music for. Instead of talking about Kanye every podcast, we're talking about Marvel every podcast, which is way more fun to talk. There's a lot more you can talk about with Marvel. Kanye only has like 8 albums. Marvel has like 28 movies, so there's a lot you can talk about. Shout out Kanye West.
You're cool.
You're
I
cool.
like you.
I like you. You passed my test. You ever want to hop on the podcast? We might let you.
No, we're definitely gonna let you. You're my hero, bro.
I love you, Kanye. You're literally you awoken something inside me,
Hell yeah.
and I'm better for it.
See you all in a month and a half.
Adios.